to the frog.
Exactly, and for habits that you don't know that you have. And so that was one of the things that was very jarring to me when I first started playing him, was that he would catch on to things that I didn't even know were habits of mine.
Right.
But we have Deathorse here, who is very, very dominant in Ottawa. So even with as good as Spiral is, it can be hard to picture him actually winning, even against his Wario.
I think Spiral, like from what exactly you're describing, actually has a good matchup, but his character has like those sort of problems that like Wario can constantly throw out a hitbox that like I don't know what the frog is supposed to bring with that, like what Greninja's really supposed to do to like even challenge that.
Well,
so like
Wario doesn't have too many big hitboxes. His Nair is an atrocious hitbox. You have to be inside somebody. Shout out to Shoryu Grinder.
Well, you gotta patent that. That's a dating website for FGC people. That's what that is. Oh fuck. But no, like, more so like what I'm saying is that just from what we've seen from right here, there's constantly a back air being thrown, and there's constantly like, and there's like all like so usually a down air that's being thrown. That's just hitboxes are constantly being presented. That like this sort of pressure is like kind of difficult for Greninja specifically to play with because he wants to be on the aggressive side. Which for sure, hey, the percent's super even, and like I feel like Spiral just needs to get like one of those like sort of quick reads and get like the advantage. But tried and true easy stuff like that can happen. And then we have Waft on deck, so like, hey, check yourself.
Check yourself before Spiral wrecks himself.
Yeah.
That's the real problem, is that...
Oh, nice fake out.
Ooh, that was so good. What? At this point, unless Spiral actually gets the kill,
he's gotta
this gets more and more dangerous.
I like how he turned around to like scheme what he could do with the bike and then realized it was like nothing, so he's like, eh.
At the very least, you can toss it up to try and do a ledge trap, but...
Yeah.
Oh, nice!
Waft missed, but like that was ambitious stuff with the water.
That was the like.
Okay, all right. We're seeing some very interesting fake
but
out.
Now this has just drifted so far away from the grasp that Spiral seemed to have at the beginning of the match.
I feel like he should have fished. That was really good. Man, his goddamn up B movement is like wild. Like he's just moving absolutely around there, and he's near to killing and had the up B to actually try and kick that out there, but. A lot of the time, what Deathorse is doing is that his down air, I would feel like it would at least collide with the up air that's so potent with Greninja.
Yeah.
That purely presenting it means that a lot of the Greninja kill pressure off the top is just disappearing.
Yeah.
And so now we're seeing Mewtwo, which is a whole different ballgame.
For sure. So, Mewtwo, obviously...
Oh, not on this stage.
Oh.
Not on this stage.
I know Spiral likes this stage, but... the teleport cancels and sharking that Deathorse can do here are so potent.
Very aggressive, and like he's also very comfortable. Like I've seen him go off stage a lot on like this specific stage, and I don't know why he's specifically more comfortable with this, but I think it's like because of the angle, like the angled sides. You can get some pretty like easy text to just like come back with like the huge like aerial drift that Mewtwo has.
For sure. And also the very late Mewtwo will be dying a bit later on this stage. So even if you get counter hit when you're off stage, it isn't necessarily death at 60%. So like a frog back air, if Spiral has rage, could kill on Smashville, let's say.
Yeah.
At around 60-70%.
Like, really, like optimally, you don't even get to rage when it comes to Mewtwo. But hey, guess what? You're there.
Yeah.
And we're seeing a solid 10% over onto Mewtwo. And like this is...
Yeah,
this is what Mewtwo does. It's just like hitbox, 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 and it's like...
It's hitbox, and it's surprising amount of speed.
Yeah.
Deathorse makes...
There we go. There's that up smash. And like...
The air speed of Mewtwo is sort of like... I don't want to use the word, because I won't, because Deathorse is going to correct me no matter what stage of the game.
No, please do.
No.
I'm excited.
It's a rather... It's an airspeed that's very bouncy almost.
No, it's floaty. No, look how much he's floating around.
I know. I've been commentating.
I know.
And then he just yells out at me.
I know. Good.
But yeah, he moves in a very floaty type way.
Yes.
But Deathorse can make that airspeed look so fast sometimes.
Yes. Well, it's because of, like the way that
that
teleport
drag
is
down
used
there
and the air dodges.
For sure. Like, and then using quick moves like Nair and forward air, and then come out like Ferris frame 6.
Ooh, there we go. Good catch. Keeping him off, and this is really what Spiral needs to do. And
going for that F smash, but not gonna hit his target. That's such a clean teleport cancel.
Yep. There goes the back throw. I feel like
I don't think up throw would have killed just
yeah,
yet.
it would have been real close.
Yeah, for sure.
There we go. There's that water and using the slide to sort of get out of there and using every
that
trick in his
forward
book,
air
but it
gonna
doesn't
take-
matter because there we go. There's the fair.
That's just how dominant Deathorse can be.
He floats
I
around all
know,
over
I
the
know.
place.
I'm just saying.
Floating means the speed that he falls down.
Right.
And airspeed
Listen,
is the
I
speed
know.
that he goes
I know
around.
Mewtwo is not a
but he's
floaty.
floating
I know.
around everywhere.
I know he's not a floaty. I
But
know
he's-
he's
but
not.
he's floating,
But
floats everywhere.
his airspeed looks floaty.
Like he floats around all over.
not
the
as a
place.
floaty character.
No,
He has fast airspeed.
I know.
Floaty airspeed.
Yeah, it's
But
fast and
he
floaty.
looks like he floats, is what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
he looks like he floats. So he's floaty.
We're triggering Deathorse right now.
That's the idea.
Because you guys aren't
Well, you're looking at a boat.
Yeah,
You're looking at a boat. You're like,
looking-
well, that floats.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay,
It's
well,
not, the boat isn't by nature floaty.
yeah, because you put it on the ground. It's
You
heavy.
put it on the ground, it's heavy.
Smash turns.
They are smash rooms.
We know it.
Floaty airspeed.
I'm looking at him and he's floaty.
Floaty airspeed is not a thing.
No, but he floats around.
No, he goes around fast.
Yeah, while floating.
Floating? Yes, he does.
Yeah, he does.
He doesn't float.
What's the mechanism by which he jumps? It is the psychic power of which he uses, which means that he is floating.
Okay, what do you call Bowser?
What do I call Bowser?
Yeah.
I call him a turtle.
So, because Bowser's a floaty.
Why?
Because he falls slow.
That's impossible. He doesn't float.
Yes, he does.
No, his method of movement is by jumping physically. How does he float? He's a giant turtle.
You're gonna murder this man.
It's so good. I just love seeing Deathorse get more and more
Oh, I know,
annoyed,
I
not
know,
knowing that
I
you're
know.
just memeing him.
Yeah, good. Say what? I know. Oh, I'm not gonna stop. I hope he learns that oh, I'm gonna correct the casters. I'm like, all right, go right ahead.
Go right ahead.
Google define floating.
Yeah, define. Yeah, Alexa. Really, what you're seeing that is the floaty sort of thing is that he has a lot of aerial drift with a lot of his moves. So he has a lot of
his jump
of
itself
floating
is- yeah.
action.
His jump itself is slow too, so
Yeah.
it seems very flow.
So it has all the features that should make it floaty, but he actually has deceptively high airspeed.
And like falling speed as well. But
This just reminds
just
me.
when Deathorse is around.
Oh, it's so fucking funny. I'm halfway to be going to the Smash thing at a GCS and just hit up with the floaty. Just be like, okay, let's see how this whole thing's work. Excuse me, you're banned from this premises based upon. Good to see you out. But this whole thing reminds me of you know that donkey sketch that he has, where it's what was it? Squirtle is the best Pokemon.
Oh, yeah.
And he goes no, it's Charmander. And he's like, Squirtle would fucking shoot water on Charmander's fire and literally kill him. He's like, well, maybe Bulbasaur, but Bulbasaur, it goes through the whole list, and then the guy leaves super mad. And he's like, but yeah, you're right. Yeah, you.